Hello viewers, welcome to the home of leaders. Please subscribe to stay updated with all the latest news on Donald Trump. On a recent Tuesday morning, a visibly frustrated Donald Trump attended tense court hearings in the former U.S. president's first criminal trial. During the break, he took to social media platforms to rant. New York Judge Juan Merchan, Trump said on Truth Social, is a very controversial overseer of the kangaroo court. Trump's supporters quickly responded to his post with a massive attack on Merchan. The comments quickly turned ugly. Some have called for Merchan and other judges presiding over cases against Trump to be killed. Treason is a crime punishable by hanging, one wrote. Another added, they should all be executed. Trump's April 23 post and the threatening responses from his supporters illustrate the flaming effect of his anger and constant attacks on judges who hear criminal and civil cases against him. As his presidential campaign ramps up, Trump has falsely labeled judges and prosecutors in his lawsuits as corrupt stooges of the Biden administration bent on torpedoing his bid for the White House. The rhetoric inspires widespread calls for violence. A Reuters review of comment posts on 3 pro-Trump websites, including the former president's social media platform Truth, documented more than 150 posts since March 1 in which he was recently called upon to hear 3 high-profile cases involving physical abuse. 2 state judges in Manhattan and the Georgia judge overseeing the criminal case accusing Trump of illegally trying to overturn the state's 2020 election results. The posts were among hundreds uncovered by Reuters that used hateful, threatening, and, in some cases, racist or sexist language to attack judges, but which did not call for violence against them. Experts on extremism say repeated threats or frightening language can normalize violent ideas and increase the risk of committing violence. Former NYPD Director of Intelligence Analysis Mitch Silber compares Trump supporters who are now calling for violence against judges to those citizens of the U.S. Capitol who believe they are following Trump's marching orders on January 1, June 6, 2021. Articulating these ideas is the first step towards mobilizing violence. Trump spokesman Stephen Chang did not respond to specific questions about the positions. Zhang said Republican presidential nominee Trump was right to criticize what he called an unconstitutional witch hunt. He also claimed, without giving examples, that Trump had been a call to despicable violence by Democrats and crazy lunatics. On the online forum Patriots.win, which describes itself as Trump's community of choice, Trump's attacks on the courts and judges routinely incite violence. The silent inquiry should be strangled with piano wire, wrote one poster. Another wrote that he deserves to be hanged in the street. Gateway Pundit is an influential site among pro-Trump groups and is a frequent site for Trump to incite violent rhetoric against the judges who preside over his cases. On April 16, one commenter wrote, "These judges and lawyers should be hanged for continuing these fraud cases," noting that the executions would serve as an example for future generations of judges and lawyers. The FBI and NYPD declined to comment on whether the threats against the New York judge are under federal or local investigation. Experts on political violence say that while Trump himself has not called for violence against judges, his language could signal to supporters that judges are no different from partisan rivals who deserve to be scorned, ridiculed, and attacked for threatening the integrity of the judiciary. Trump continues to annoy his supporters and anger them on his behalf, said Lillian Mason, a political scientist at Johns Hopkins University. He removed a large number of anger, pointed to them in a certain direction, and then the judge faced all these threats of death. These positions also show that Trump's supporters have changed online. In 2021, Reuters documented a wave of threats by Trump supporters against American election workers. Legal experts have noted that many threats already meet the legal standard for an actionable threat, which generally requires that the language or context convey a clear intent to act or create fear, rather than simply imply dire consequences. By comparison, the current range of threats to Trump's support is generally not read. Posters often call for violence without making it clear that they intend to commit violence themselves. Such language can often be defended as constitutionally protected free speech. But experts say it can have the same effect as direct threats, to intimidate and spread fear. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure to press the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video.